Hey everybody, it's Lynette Khalfani-Cox, the Money Coach. I'm the founder of the free financial advice site, AskTheMoneyCoach.com. I want to talk to you guys today about a problem I see with so many people out there, and it's the problem of following misapplied financial advice or taking financial advice and misapplying it. Frankly, I think this could be one of the worst financial sins you can ever commit. What do I mean by following the wrong advice or misapplying financial advice? Frankly, it's anytime someone gives you what on the surface seems to be a pretty good idea, but then you go off and use it at the wrong time, in the wrong context, or for the wrong reason. Case in point, you know how a few years ago everybody was talking about you need to buy a house, real estate is where it's at, you can't lose money, get your own home, invest in some property, all that good stuff. And then we saw what happened with the real estate crash during 2008, 2009, 2010, all that stuff. Does that mean that it was bad advice to buy real estate or consider purchasing your first home? No, absolutely not. Not necessarily. But it is misapplied financial advice when you go out there gung-ho trying to get a house when you have bad credit, you haven't learned how to save. Some of you couldn't even pay the rent as it was. You didn't consider all the extra costs involved with having a home, the maintenance, the upkeep, the appliances that might break down, and no, there's no landlord to come and fix it for you. This is what I mean by taking good advice and misapplying it. You have to learn when to use the right tool, in this case, financial advice, and when not to. So many times people jump into things head first, full bore, without thinking through a lot of the financial consequences or thinking about whether or not that financial advice is relevant and applicable and is right for them at a particular time. Another example, investing. Should you be investing? Probably. I kind of think investing is a good thing, especially if you're thinking about long-term goals like retirement, maybe paying for your kids' college education down the road. And God knows I'm thinking about that. I have 3 kids, so I am thinking about paying for college. But what about if you're a person who's deep in debt, you have absolutely no savings, you haven't done, kind of some of what I consider the financial basics, like you've never made a will, you don't have any disability protection, you don't have life insurance. You know what? If you jump head first into the investing game, Wall Street might just eat you alive. And I'm here to tell you that should you be investing for things like retirement? Yeah, if your employer offers a 401k, go ahead and join the plan. I'm not saying don't take advantage of that match that your employer might offer and that kind of stuff. But I am saying if $1,000 comes your way, if $5,000 comes your way, don't let that money start burning a hole in your pocket and you feel like I got to go out there and invest. I want to find the next Microsoft. I want to find the next Facebook. I want to find the next Google or whatever stock that you think is going to make you a millionaire. Don't jump into something head first, misapplying what on the surface can be good financial advice if it's really not in your best long-term interest because you're trying to do something prematurely. I can think of so many instances, so many cases where people take what is on the surface good advice and they misapply it. They use it at the wrong time. It's kind of like using the wrong tool for something. You might see somebody with a hammer out there and they're putting it in a nail. Okay, fine, that can work. But sometimes, you might need to finesse it a little bit. You might just need to tap it. You might need to turn it a little bit. So think about the right tool. Last example I'll give you is being a business owner. Now, my husband and I own a business. We have a financial education company, obviously themoneycoach.net. That's our financial literacy company. And we operate that profitably. Thank God. Thank you so much, God. But we also offer some free financial advice. Our free site is AskTheMoneyCoach.com. And like many people, I'm always telling people, you should get a side hustle. You should have a business. You should, make sure that you're able to take advantage of the benefits that come with being a business owner. Some of those benefits are freedom to work and set your own hours, a potentially, unlimited source of income. As much as your mind and your creativity and your energy and much as you're willing to work, the sky's the limit. There's technically no income cap. It's kind of based on what you want to do. But I do recognize that owning a business isn't for everybody. So again, in general, is it good advice to think about entrepreneurship as a pathway to wealth? Certainly, I think it is. Is it a good idea to think about having a little side hustle to supplement your income stream if you're a W-2 wage earner or you work for somebody else, sure, I think that's good advice. But don't go out there and bet the farm. Don't put your house on the line and mortgage everything and take away money that you were going to pay for your kids' college education or for goals that you need to meet and say, I want to start a business. I want to start at all costs. Again, you're misapplying what is on the surface good financial advice. So I just want you to take a moment to think about that because it's been on my mind and I want to make sure each and every one of you out there is able to meet all of your goals, your financial goals, your personal goals, and your professional goals. But you've got to do it in the right way. This has been Lynette Khalfani-Cox of AskTheMoneyCoach.com.